The Behind the Blazer Film Festival is an initiative spearheaded by Vusi Thwala. Once an actor, he wanted to give back and teach high school pupils about the film industry. He opened an academy to teach young people in terms of what to expect when they get into that big bad world. They join me in studio now. Vusi Thwala is with us. Thank you very much for joining us. Kenny Amananpoy, thank you very much for joining us. Wayne Foster, as well as Yvette Malabe. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Vusi, let's start with you. Okay. What birthed this initiative?
Basically, coming from KZN, I went home after Zone 14 and I thought, okay, I became a celebrity, but I understood that. I also, growing up, I didn't understand what was happening within the film and television industry. We used to break these radios and think that people stay
inside these boxes.
In these boxes, yes. So basically, I started an organization called Behind the Blazer, just to teach about what is the industry, what goes into making a short film, and then this is where it lead me to.
Right. So, why was it important to go into high schools?
Basically, I thought that it's very important because when you teach our students very young, they get a chance to understand their weaknesses and their strong point when they're choosing careers and within the film and television industry. We don't want them to drop out and then say like, oh, I should have done directing because my strengths are in directing, not acting and everything. So basically that's what gave birth to all of this, yeah. And
within this industry, there's so many things that you can do. Not only can you be in front of the screens, but you can be behind the screens. And Kenny, you chose script writing. Very interesting. Why?
Well, being from a background where I did acting before, so I actually forgot about all of these stuff. And then when I got into high school, Ms. Fashia, my Afrikaans teacher, spoke to me about acting and stuff, and then we met Vusi. I actually didn't want to become a scriptwriter at first. I wanted to be more on the acting side, television-wise, but then I thought about this when Vusi came and he spoke to us about different things that are behind the scenes, and I fell in love with scriptwriting from there. So, yeah.
And you read a lot. You're actually a media monitor at school. Tell us more about that.
Being a media monitor is actually hard at first, but then when I got there, I started learning how to love books more and love telling stories to people. So I saw that with the media and drama, I've got something that can help me.
What does being a media monitor mean?
Keeping people entertained always in the library, and if I read a book, I want somebody else to read it and I'll tell them more about it. So it's making others fall in love with what I love too, basically. Yes.
Yvette, you won Best Actress. Congratulations at the festival. Why was it important for you to be a part of this?
For a long time, I never used to participate in things, but it's just instincts. There's a drama audition during the week. I went with my friends, and then
and the rest is just history. What happens when you just get that script and you start acting? What happens?
I was supposed to be the director, direct people. People didn't want to show up, and I decided, you know what, let me multitask.
Yes, yes.
And direct at the same time.
All right. So when you are in character, do you perform certain rituals before you get into that character? What do you do? What happens?
I'm just a person who, when I'm told to do something, I'll do it. You know, I never really do rituals or anything. I'm just confident in myself. So when I started doing my role, which is the Gogo, I thought, okay, a township, you know, they're going to church, walking, Bible, Duke,
yeah. So did you have some influence, especially with your character, because you're playing Ukoko? You saw it when you were growing up, so it was a bit easier to actually perform?
Not really. I'm a person who portrays a lot of characters. My personality is different characters. So one of it is Gogo, and then mother, director, so
when we multitask, I love that. Wayne, let's come to you. You're also one who's behind the scenes, actually getting into camera work. What attracted you to that specifically?
Really, I didn't want to be a cameraman.
No one wanted to do anything here that they're doing, but she did it well, so well done.
I wanted to act, right? And then like the person who was supposed to be shooting didn't show up. So like, okay, I took up the role as a cameraman and I had no experience in this at all. All I know is I watch a lot of TV and my parents think I'm slacking, but then really I'm learning a lot.
Learning.
So like, yeah, that's how I got to know like the camera angles and what should be where and all of that.
You have ambitions of, you know, doing other stuff with this. How has this program actually impacted on your life?
Well, it inspired me to create movies or series on TV or anything like that. So now, instead of being an actor, because I wanted to just be an actor, now I want to run the whole thing. I want to like script write. I want to write a script and I want to like produce movies of my own. I want to like take my imagination and just put it on the screen.
And you will. You're already doing it. And this is why this initiative is so important, Vusi, right? Do you find that you get kids also who just come to you and say, yo, Baba, I just want to be famous?
Yes, of course we do get those, but I encourage students not to think of this industry as want to be famous and approach it in a fame situation. I want them to actually understand that sometimes you don't get jobs. Sometimes you sit at home for quite some time and don't get booked for auditions. But if you are able to be strong enough and understand that you can also create some of the things and get around in groups and then create all of these things and then put them on YouTube and put them on Vimeo, and then you create content, you become a content creator. So in that way, you substitute that and then fall in love with the art and the film and television industry rather than hungering for fame.
How do we support?
That's a very big question. Early this year, we had NFVF to support us for the Behind the Blazer in KZN, Newcastle, Tannhauser. And then this year, the one we just had yesterday, we had challenges in terms of that, but we're hoping that they're gonna help us and push it forward, because what we're trying to do as well, we're trying to push it to all these other provinces, and then have like a sort of like a 9-plan province where all of these kids from different provinces come together, and then we watch films the whole weekend and have fun. Then they're gonna have a chance to interact amongst each other and then change cultures as well, and then change dialogues, and then see what comes out of this Behind the Blazer things, and see what they do in Limpopo, and then what they do in KZN, what they do in Eastern Cape as well. Put them together, find out what's happening.
So we can reach you on your Facebook page if people want to reach out and support, because one imagines that this is not a cheap exercise as well.
It isn't.
Yeah. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. The work that you